Yo, I go by the name of Pharrell. From the
Grinding. Okay. Yeah, okay, so, hello. I'm a little late, but for those who may not know, I was on a trip. I did go to Texas. Wrestling fans will probably already know why I was in Texas, of all places. Went to a wrestling event. AEW All In was a very fun event. It was very hot. My voice is definitely messed up. But hey, I got to meet wrestler Kota Ibushi. And Kota Ibushi is pretty sick. So I'd say that was a win in my book. That was a nice little getaway, nice little break, nice little vacation. Yeah, very fun time. My voice is gonna be messed up. I can't tell if it's because of AEW All In or I might be getting a cold again. I am not sure. I do not like flying. But I'm here, I'm back. I'm a little jet lagged, I'm a little tired, but that's okay because there was just a bunch of unfortunate timings. We all know last week the oh so gracious, the wonderful Pusha T, Malice, no Malice, I don't know. The duo Clipse, the brothers, the relatives, dropped their album, Let God Sort Them Out. And I did want to make a video on it. I also originally thought that they released it on June 11th. I am dumb. It's July 11th, so that made it even more unfortunate. But I'm here from my break, from my little trip, and we are going to start it. We are now listening to another 2025 album. I will also get to Jack Boys 2. Maybe tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. Hopefully the same week. Because, of course, they decided to drop as soon as I'm on a trip. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing we'll probably get to later on in the album. Hell, maybe even on Jack Boys 2. And yeah, right here. Let God Sort Them Out. Let God Sort Them Out. Okay, so, Clipse. Obviously, a duo I never grew up on. Like, Lord Willin came out when I was born. Or... okay, before I was born, actually, if that makes you feel old, any day one Clipse fans. So yeah, I've never been a Clipse connoisseur. Obviously, I've known Pusha T for a while now with his whole inclusion with Good Music and Kanye. Malice, not so much, because obviously he's been doing his whole Christian rap kind of thing, his whole that kind of stuff, and good for him. But yeah, Pusha T is a man I've known for a while now. Actually, like the first Pusha T album I can remember listening to was It's Almost Dry, an album that I really liked, one of the best of 2022, and I'm glad that he's here again, blessing us with more music. I know a lot of people have their whims about Pusha T and the way he handled that rollout with Let God Sort Him Out. He may have ruffled a lot of feathers of some very modern big artist fan bases, and a lot of people will now default to the who the hell listens to Pusha T excuse. If you have to justify who you listen to via music streams and numbers, yeah, you've already lost me there, okay? I don't know if I'm already speaking too much on it. Dude, who cares? It's my first day back, okay? Give me a break. And my voice is messed up. And it's probably gonna get even more messed up by the time this album is done, because I know this album has some bangers. With that being said, that's another discussion for later. I tried my best to avoid multiple discussions about this album and other albums that may have released this weekend, but I did go on Twitter to look at obviously wrestling stuff and anime stuff because I've been trying to lock in back on that. Anyway, enough tangents. Let's just get into the album. But let's see if there's genius lore for formalities. Let God Sort Them Out marks the reunion of Pusha T and Malice of Clipse, 16 years after the release of their December 2009 album Till the Casket Drops. Good God. The album was made aware of fans on September 4th, 2024 when it was announced it would be coming in late 2024, as well as containing features from Nas, Stove God Cooks, and John Legend. And entirely produced by Pharrell Williams. When 2024 came to an end, the album failed to release at the end of the year. Pusha T revealed this to be the result of executive meddling on the part of Def Jam in a GQ interview posted on June 2nd, 2025, which resulted in the duo leaving Def Jam and signing to Roc Nation. That's a whole nother debacle and mess with this rollout. The album was officially announced with a trailer on May 29, 2025, slated to release on July 11th, and lead single Ace Trumpets was released on the following day. Pre-orders revealed the album's official cover with merch available to buy, as well as the Spotify pre-live sync revealed that the album would consist of 13 tracks. So Be It would then be released on June 17, 2025, serving as the album's second official single. 4 days before the album's official release, the album would leak online due to an early copy of the vinyl circulating to the public before release, leading to the tracks being ripped and shared to the internet. The leaked copy lacks many features from the official version, such as Tyler the Creator on P.O.V. and the tracks Albeit Part 2 missing completely. Yeah, also, before we get into the actual music, there was a lot of Twitter rumblings about the album leaking early and how it did not sound good, and I don't know about the validity of the fact that people were paid to shit on the album, or this was some sort of insider circle meddling between, you know, Twitter music accounts. If that's the case, that is so sad. That is so sad. You have to be paid to shit on an album that didn't even officially release yet. That is sad. If that's the case, that is sad. But I mean, if the leaked version is like an unfinished leaked, then I guess. But if you're thinking that is the official version, my god, you guys just wait till it releases. I hate leaks. I hate leaks unless you're Cardi and you take forever to drop. But just wait till it's officially released, man. You don't have to be that desperate to listen to the leaks or go out searching for them. Okay, I think I've said my graces on a lot of stuff about this album and how excited I am for it. I don't know if I haven't played it yet, but yes, I am excited for this album. I've been excited. And yeah, fuck it, let's get into it. Also, shout out to the hat. Shout out to Ruben. Album cover is pretty sick. This is the type of design that it feels very reminiscent of like the Hypebeast era, but I don't know. Sorry, I might be talking out of my profession. Let God Sort 'Em Out. Clipse, Pusha T, Malice. July 11th, 2025. 13 songs, a lovely 40 minutes and 52 seconds. Track number 1, The Birds Don't Sing.
Lost in emotion, mama's youngest. Some experience death and feel numb. God's hands. Ye was it Elon's.
We're already mentioning Ye and Elon. Okay.
Told you I was going to Turks for Thanksgiving. I heard what you even told Dad you wished y'all never split, dying without letting me know. And T follows you. Now mine's different, malice. The birds don't sing. The birds don't sing. They scream. I knew you were home by the third knock. A chick combing through your dresser drawer. Where do I begin? Can feel your presence. Asking should I rap again? And trips. Damn, I had a dad. Mind taught. I love my 2 sons. Was the code to your phone? Now you home.
Wow. Okay, Malice. Okay, Malice. Is that for real? Who is that on the outro?
Remember those who lost their mothers. Love.
Stevie Wonder. What are you doing here?
You'll see.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Very, very somber way to start us off, you know. Okay. Holy moly. You know what, John Legend, the thing with John Legend is that every time I see him feature, I'm like, huh, what is he gonna do? He has a good singing voice, right? But like, I've never gone out of my way to like search for John Legend songs. You know, I know All of Me. I think that's an alright song. It's whatever. So yeah, I mean, you know, he's just here to sing the chorus and he does sing it well. But man, Pusha's already airing out some laundry, huh? Mentioning Ye, Elon, Tyler, unless he's talking about a different T. And then Malice comes over here and gives a very emotional verse about family and his parents. Okay. Of course, unreviewed. Push and Malice depict their raw, vulnerable emotions in the initial shock of learning of their mother and father's respective passing. Ah, okay. While some who deal with tragic pain and loss are numb and unfeeling, the Thorntons felt it all, screeching their pain for the world to hear. Rap fanhood encourages scrutinizing lines, hunting the words and meanings left unsaid. Lines in this song could be targeted barbs. Malice's list of lessons learned from an active father feel especially poignant, if not pointed, considering the recent public inquiry of the effects an idol father had on a certain Canadian rapper. Well, yeah, there we go. Push's statement that his mother was against his time in Turks for Thanksgiving is an implicit rejection of the culture Push participated in. It's possible to see recrimination and disapproval towards Push's rap peers and associates. However, it's unlikely the clips would sully personal, painful memories with relatively inconsequential rap beef. While rummaging through our dad's paperwork, all of his passwords to various things was "I love my two sons" or "I love my two sons." Damn. Wow, that's actually really damn. Yeah, damn. Wow. John Legend is quoting German filmmaker Werner Herzog from Burden of Dreams, a behind-the-scenes documentary about the making of Herzog's 1982 film Fitzcarraldo, in which a boat is taken over a mountain in a jungle. The interviewer asks Herzog what he thinks of the jungle. He says, "The trees are in misery and the birds are in misery. I don't think they sing, they just screech in pain." Damn. Save the fucking forests, man. This line compresses a devastating synchron. I swear I've seen this word before. God damn. I'm a little jet lagged, alright? Give me a break.
Synchronicity.
There we go. Synchronicity into a quiet, almost offhand delivery. On November 10th, 2007, Ye's mother, Donda West, passed away, a loss that would profoundly shape his later work. 14 years later, to the day, Pusha T's own mother died on November 10th, 2021. As he reflected earlier in the verse, "It was in God's hands, Ye was at Elon's waiting to get me." The two artists, longtime collaborators and brothers in arms during Pusha's time at Good Music, were reportedly preparing to record Donda 2 at Elon Musk's house in Austin, Texas, when Pusha received the news of his mother's passing from his wife, Virginia Williams. The two things in the line likely referred to his mother's death and the regret of having told her he was going to Turks and Caicos for Thanksgiving instead of spending it with her. What Novembers do becomes a mournful refrain, making the month as one of reoccurring heartbreak. The line also faintly echoes Wyclef Jean's Gone Till November, a 1997 single that frames absence as a seasonal, migratory ritual for musicians. Pusha being gone in November, flying off to record, navigating a life untethered from the rhythms of a 9-to-5, resonates with Wyclef's words, and Wyclef's lyric, "Give a kiss to my mother," lands differently in this context, especially knowing it was Pusha's wife who delivered the news of his mother's death. Whew, man. Okay, he meant T as himself, not Tyler. Okay, Tyler does show up on the album later on, obviously, but wow, what a very emotional way to start off the album. My God, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that, considering what I've heard from the singles. All right, cool. Next track, By the Grace of God. Oh wait, no. Whoa. It's on shuffle. Thank God it's on shuffle. Holy! That would have been bad. Alright, next track. Chips and Waynes. Waynes? Holy fuck. Maybe I should have bumped this back till tomorrow, dude. Anyway, next track. Chains and Whips. Featuring Kendrick Lamar. I know this was teased or this was a single, but I never tapped into it, so this is my first time hearing it. Come on, let him cook. Let him cook.
All you talk about is just getting rich and with chains and whips.
This is culturally inappropriate.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Too much enamel covers your necklace. You buy watches, I buy collections. Series fueling your aggression. Me is mud wrestling.
Hey, shout out to wrestling.
I know where you're delicate.
Hey, yo.
Relevant.
Yo.
We all in the room, but here's the elephant.
Yo.
Know by now you get the message.
Rich. Ice my bitch. Chains and whips.
It don't take much to like a cuticle. And now it's beautiful. John
Beautiful. Shout out to John.
They never find the guns, but the sewers do. This the darkest that I ever been. Berlin. Uncle said, nigga,
You must be sick.
nigga.
Ice my bitch. Chains and whips. Is this Pharrell?
I'm not the candidate to vibe with.
What's good, Kate?
All that talent must be God sent. Things I seen under my eyelids. Hip hop died again. I rock him. How
Yo.
many shooters said it also showed me I don't give a fuck. Gender her mind, move niggas up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Mine, I son niggas, I am the general. Where my genitals? Get off my genitals. They say I couldn't y'all fall. Niggas is Jenga. God gave me
Jenga?
life. A good card tell me not to spare your life. Motherfucker.
Welcome back, K-Dot. Welcome back, Kendrick Lamar. Well, another lot to pick in. Holy moly, K-Dot. You need to calm the fuck down, buddy. This also, yes, if you don't know about how he got dropped on Def Jam, it's because Kendrick Lamar did have a verse on here, and apparently Def Jam didn't want, but Pusha, you know, standing in his ground, said, we're gonna keep it on there. And I guess Def Jam dropped them, which then led them to Rock Nation, and it's like, you know, shout out to Pusha for standing up for himself. Def Jam dropping Clipse just for that is insane. It's not like Clipse was just gonna, like, rot after that. Obviously, they're gonna sign to somewhere else. Rock Nation is gonna be pretty easy sign. Like, I don't know what Def Jam was thinking there, but whatever. Kendrick has also mentioned Kumbaya in his and SZA's 2024 song Luther. She a bad, he a flop, they just wanna Kumbaya, not this world, concrete flowers. The clever wordplay connects to the later line, how many Judases done let me down, where Kendrick reflects on the betrayals he's faced within the hip-hop world, reaffirming his commitment to the essence of the art form, true craft and the values of hip-hop, lyrical substance, intricate rhyming, and creative flows, especially at a time when many have strayed from the path set by pioneers like Rakim. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z, you fucking dickheads. A direct rebuttal to the industry skepticism. Critics often wonder if Kendrick's dense lyricism can connect with younger audiences, Generation Z, who supposedly lean towards simpler, more melodic rap. Kendrick doesn't just brush off the doubt, he slams it with aggression, calling out the ignorance of doubters who misread his cultural reach. Finally, Kendrick brings it back around to wanting the tea on him, but he already said he's going to offer you something rawer, the ginger root. Now he's saying they're full of ginseng. Kendrick saying here comes the jinx signals he's the curse, the reason that energy you're hopped up on fades. You might be hyped up on fake energy, but he's the real consequence. How many times have we heard these types of tweets like criticizing Kendrick? Like, I mentioned this in my T.P.T.F video. It's like, who actually listens to Kendrick Lamar? Like, who the fuck is playing Kendrick Lamar at a party? It's like, you don't always have to play him at a party to reach to the younger generation. I mean, like, shit, I'm born in fucking 2002 and I'm listening to goddamn Clipse in 2025 and I'm liking it so far. Like, it's not that difficult. I mean, obviously, I'm still a very casual music listener in the grander scheme of things. There's probably a ton of albums you'd be surprised I have never listened to. But Kendrick Lamar isn't even that much of an older rapper. His first album was just in like 2010, 2012. I know 10 years is a long time, alright? But it's like, I feel like it shouldn't be so surprising that Kendrick can reach a more modern audience. He's still relatively young compared to his peers. Of course, like, say, like a Too Hollis or Summers, you know, they just started like a few years ago. But still, it's not like, I don't know. Then again, I'm already young age. I'm already like in my 20s, so I'm already got a foot in the grave. I don't know how age discourse works anymore. I just sounded really old there, even though I'm very chronically online. Anyway, yeah, this should not be surprising. That's all I'm gonna say. And who cares if you don't listen to Kendrick Lamar at a fucking party? I mean, who the fuck is gonna listen to I at a party? Okay? Oh, not I. You. Who the fuck is playing you at a party? All right? Sorry. I just had to reiterate those points again. It's just so it's irritating, but you know. If you don't like Kendrick Lamar, you don't like Kendrick Lamar, but to say that no one listen, I don't know. Bible verse John 10:10 reads, "The thief, devil, comes but to kill, steal, and destroy, but I, Jesus, come so that you may have life and life more abundantly." Malice could be applying John 10:10 to reflect on the rap game as a spiritual battleground between what kills your soul, fake fame, violence, greed, and what gives life, purpose, truth, art, connection, and faith. It's a reminder that one can choose which force to feed, and that real abundance goes deeper than jewelry and cars. It's so funny because, like, I feel like I feel like this is literally what Dax is trying to portray in his raps. It's just it comes out so much more corny and like so unwarrantedly aggressive. It just comes off as like grifting, I guess, in a way. But when I hear Malice say this, it's like okay, yeah, this makes sense. I don't know Malice that well, but I know a little bit of his history, and with Pusha, I do like Malice has more of a lighter outlook in his raps and his verses, where, you know, Pusha T is a more grimier, darker type of person, obviously. And I've also heard that Malice doesn't even swear in his new verses right now, which is kind of insane. I don't know how you can do that. I gotta give Malice a lot of credit here for, you know, keeping it PG on his side. on his side. The song overall is still very culturally inappropriate according to the album. But yes, another banger, and we're only 2 tracks in, and I'm already talking for half an hour. Good God. All right, let's get into the rest of the album. Fuck, I might have a cold coming on. God damn. All right, next track, P.O.V. What you got for me, Tyler?
My back, take Amtrak down south, content create. I despise that. Run these jewels. There's
Hey, I know those guys.
My reinvention. Loose network niggas, you hear me loud and clear. Get these 50.
Of course, they're gonna be calling me broke. Deservedly so.
Gun with your ex feels like Malcolm's near. Send a hit.
Shout out to Malcolm. Why does he sound so weird on that line? I thought it was like Pharrell and Pusha going back and forth together. That would have been kind of insane.
How I weather the storm at 43 mil, see what it do.
Okay.
Niggas threaten to sue. Say your lawyer, this is crumbs. You niggas is bums. I'm not a tough guy.
Okay.
What's for me? She Birkin cause she fucking me.
Yo.
God to play the lead in my biopic.
Wow.
Is probably outgrow my hero. Come get
Oh,
with me.
outgrow your heroes. Hello.
If they had the way the operation, call it
A beat switch. Hello.
Niggas rap just to OD.
Oof.
If I did open up my closet with the skeleton key. If for the money, that's the devil in me. Had to hide angels look just like oppression to me.
P.O.V. She flies back. My connect has pony. They content create. I despise that. This where's my prize at?
Your prize is right here. Being in a content creator's video. Yeah, but I'm different though. He's talking about y'all. He's talking about y'all content creators. I'm different though. He fucks with me. And I'm capping. Pusha T would probably kill me too. But anyway, it's very nice of Tyler to finally be on a track with these guys. I mean, obviously he has collaborated with Pharrell already and Pusha. All 3 of those guys definitely had some sort of influence on Tyler, and Tyler has been a fan of these guys for God knows how long. So yeah, that's pretty sick of Tyler, and he was on his flexing shit too. I mean, he's been on his flexing shit for a while now. The duo enlists Tyler the Creator in an ominous warning to all the clout chasers in hip-hop. Tyler's verse features a sneak diss that people speculate may be aimed at Playboy Cardi, who reportedly sent a cease and desist to Tyler for his feature on the test pressing edition of Tyler's song Thought I Was Dead. What? Cardi? I thought it was aimed at Ye. Huh? An old friend I've made music with threatened to sue me over a feature they gave me, so y'all don't run with a narrative. Is that why he's not on Thought I Was Dead? I thought it was just because it came late. I thought it was just because the verse okay. Tyler interpolates 2 bars from his 2024 freestyle, That Guy. Paranoid now cause we're the really bums. I'm not a tough guy. Get off your chest. What? And also on Ratata off Chromacopia, he has mentioned that I ain't tough. I just thumbs up like I'm scrolling feeds. She ain't never taught like that. Such a banger song. In a Clipse interview, Pusha T called Tyler the biggest Clipse fan in the world. Nice. What he called the #1 Clipster. Is that what they called him? With Malice agreeing. He said Tyler knows everything about Clipse's music, from the lyrics to the production, and even remembers specific moments in time when their albums came out. That's true fandom. To Pusha, Tyler's not just a fan, he's someone who deeply understands the group's history and style. Pusha also revealed that Tyler recently sent him a batch of beats, and he's already started working on several of them. But instead of going for something experimental, Pusha told Tyler he wants to keep it gritty and raw, pure hip-hop, just like the early Clipse sound. This shows how much Pusha respects Tyler, not only as a fan, but as a producer who can help bring that classic energy back in a new way. I mean, yeah, this sounds like a very old beat that you'd probably hear on Goblin or Bastard or Wolf, you know? And it makes sense considering who Tyler has been a very huge fan of. Tyler is emphasizing the fact that his career has had so much drama and controversy all throughout, only God can contain it in a movie. I think he's just being braggadocious, buddy. Stroking his ego a bit. Good for him though. But man, a Cardi diss? I don't know. I don't know how true that is or whatever, but you know what? I'm glad we got Schoolboy Q on that song. Cause I mean the Cardi verse was fine from what I heard from it on YouTube, but Schoolboy Q killed that killed that verse. All right, next track, a single I definitely know, So Be It. And this beat. This beat is insane. Up there, down here. Bentley driving is very strategic. Flows I heated, so be it, so be it.
Then we wait for TMZ to leak it.
So be it, so be it. Smoke, so be it, so be it. So be it.
CLIP, switch is ready. She leaning on Celine cause she ain't step. 8 of them call me Andretti. If I'm not in your ears too, if you want a blue like Belly, and it's sketchy. If they catch me, don't forget me. Resurrect me.
Smoke, so be it, so be it. So be it, so be it. You ain't valid, you ain't malice. God did, you ain't Khaled. We the best.
You ain't arid, y'all tweet. Cross the border, we like Dallas.
And it was just there. Let's go.
Them niggas average.
Okay, wait. We got Malice swearing? I mean, the N-word. White people, man. Also, shout out Neptunes, P, Saturn. These guys are fucking this shit up. And here we go.
Her utopia had moved right up the street. Way that they see it, but I got the video, I ain't TMZ it. So be it, so be it.
Smoke. Yeah, that seems to be... Wait. Isn't there a part 2? I thought there was supposed to be a So Be It part 2. Hello? Am I looking at the right album? I thought there was supposed to be a part 2 to this. Okay. Oh well. But yeah. So, the Talk of the Town is the Pusha T little diss here at Travis Scott. And, there have been multiple videos about that already, so I don't really need to reiterate a lot of the points there, but earlier Pusha recalls a moment of vulnerability between him and Travis Scott, where Travis broke down, revealing his disdain for the high society lifestyle of Calabasas, California, particularly around figures such as the Kardashian-Jenner family. He is associated with them through his relationship with Kylie Jenner, whom he shares a child. In an interview with GQ magazine released alongside the song, Pusha revealed that his diss toward Travis stemmed from a sense of disloyalty. He recalls when Travis originally previewed Meltdown for him and Pharrell Williams without Drake's verse, only for the release version a week later to include an unheard Drake verse, dissing them. He also points out previous instances where Travis has been disloyal to fellow collaborators, such as dissing his longtime mentor Kanye West with Sicko Mode, alongside Drake in 2018, or previewing Like That, with Metro Booming and Future live at Rolling Loud on March 2024. We saw an infamous rap feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, two of his frequent collaborators. I remember hearing that Kendrick verse live, or on camera. He doubles down, triples down, what's not. It riles up the Travis fans, they have a whole, Twitter discourse and whatnot. On one hand, I get it, right? I get the whole loyalty. Pusha T has been held to a standard about being loyal to people that he's helped or been helped by or whatnot. Unless, they turn into a goddamn maniac. But I get where Pusha is on that. I do find it funny how he's dissing him for crying over, his relationship ending. Because, God, I guess it might have been awkward for Pusha to do that and for Travis. Because I don't know if Pusha's, that close with Travis. But, God, imagine someone breaking down in front of you over a breakup and then you diss him for that. That's kind of insane if you look at it in that context. But the whole loyalty thing, I get that. I understand where Pusha's coming from, considering what his morals seem to exude to the public eye. But on another hand, I do want to say that I feel like everyone in the entertainment industry is so business focused that they're willing to just do some shit like that. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never been in the entertainment industry, but I feel like the entertainment industry as a whole is very fake. All that matters is can you make business with this and can we make a big buck? That's what I feel like I got from that. And obviously Pusha T does not play to those games. He does not play to the entertainment industry standards. That's why you will never see him with on a collab with Drake or whatnot. Sure, that might be a very huge song, a very huge talking point, might make a lot of money. But Pusha T doesn't give a fuck about money. He's already made money through his music, so who gives a shit? I do like that. I do respect Pusha on the fact that he's, being able to stick by his morals and what he believes in and, still make a success with that. Because, sometimes in the entertainment industry, you are going to have to do things you don't necessarily like, but you gotta pay the bills somehow. Obviously, I'm not saying that Travis needed to betray his longtime mentors for a quick buck. I'm just saying that I feel like Travis is also, you know, he's so big and so mainstream. I feel like he just does stuff just to, you know, make that huge business splash, that huge business move. Can I really blame him for that? Probably, if you really care about your morals that much, but I feel like in such a fake industry as like the entertainment industry or the music industry, I feel like it should almost be expected at this point. It's just a lot of fakeness goes around just to make a business. And you know, you can debate that on if it's right or if it's wrong. We obviously know we're pushing lies on that, but I don't know. I just feel like there's just an unfortunate reality with the whole, you know, fake buddy with the entertainment industry. But I don't know. That's just my 2 cents about it. I've never been in the entertainment industry. Pusha has, and good for him. Good for him. But yeah, there's many videos about this beef already, and of course I've heard that Travis might have had a dig at Pusha on his new album. I guess I will check that out when I check that out, and I guess I'll talk more about that later. But we've heard a lot of discourse about this song, and it's a banger though. I don't know if I added this already. If not, hopefully I don't add it twice, and we'll move on because it's already an hour in. We got a lot of more to go. So next track, Ace Trumpets. This is culturally inappropriate. I know a ballerina.
Yellow diamonds look like PP.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was the line. I remember hearing about that line. That's a fucking banger line. Yellow diamonds look like PP. Can we put that on? Can we put that on the screen somewhere? Put this in a museum. Put this opening line in a museum. Forgot this was a single. My God. Also, speaking of strippers, I didn't go to a strip club in Dallas. I don't know why I'm bringing this up again, but shout out to Twin Peaks. If you're a child, do not search that up. But shout out to Twin Peaks. Can we get that line again? Yellow diamonds look like PP. Banger. And a Waikiki mention. This is album of the year, man. This is album of the year. The fuck you talking about, boy?
My sons and that's on repeat. When me be ever seen his peers play musical chairs for the stair through these service with the brick. I am Luigi. So still waiting on Yeezy. I hope you got your squee. You rappers all beneath me, but love like the BG to the Wi-Fi. The only way doing pirouettes.
That's one way to say Wi-Fi.
Panama fishing village visiting with Papa. Built by NASA. Over $500,000 we call FICO. Never turn the other cheek. You killed my team spirit. Welcome to Nirvana. You was Fuji La La.
Hey, Nirvana mention. Lady Gaga mention. My ties mention. Holy fucking shit, guys. We're gonna calm down. We haven't even reached half the album yet. Obviously a banger. A banger. A lot of wordplay there. Next track, All Things Considered.
How I'm doing.
How you doing, Push? God, I need to turn off these. I'm fucking sweating.
I pays for my store religious. That's so malicious. No division.
I get it.
Niggas is writing statements and say they did.
Replace on the Pashas.
Hello, Pharaoh.
We gon' tuck it, tell it all.
All things considered, I've been forgiven. It take a village. Writings was on the wall, like hieroglyph. Skin is blemished. Names were mentioned. Explains the forensics.
Forensics mentioned.
It's sin left. It's the flirt with vengeance.
There's a little bass drop. Guns, Czechoslovakian. It starts and ends it. Personal fave. Malice has a personal favorite rifle. Who's this? The Dream? Okay. Next track. M.T.B.T.T.F. Brockhampton mention. When the beat coming? Hello, when the beat coming?
Me and mobile phones and no one's home. White back to white python, Manolo is the taste. In turn, had to get rich to learn.
Hey.
The Mike Tyson blow to the face. Slalom heights, you have price when the me won't just a face. 9/11
tricking on your women. Mad, I don't hit them, I just spin them. I only knows my intention. But selling dope is a
Malice is getting really dark. He's getting darker on this album. Says fuck swing. You know, fuck the swing. We're getting fucking dark on here. Pusha knows what the fuck is happening. Yo. Yo. I mean, what's a Pusha T song without the cocaine bars? So, D-class in my ears. Now let me see you bite it. Referencing my D-class diamond earrings, juxtapose the infamous ear-biting incident between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. A lot of Mike Tyson references in this song. We need some Jake Paul bars, not gonna lie. Oh, M.T.B.T.T.F. Mike Tyson blow to the face. Gotcha. Well, still, a banger. Hits hard just like Mike Tyson probably would back in the day. And we got another acronym. Next track, E.B.I.T.D.A. Eat boobs.
I mean, it
in
is like
the
vitamin C. I mean, yellow like just a gift from
Alright, bro. Rap something.
God bless Takeoff.
Rest in peace to the Rocket. Okay, wait, has Pharrell walked in on this album? Holy moly. 245.
Went from heaters up to fevers up. Scale don't lie, you ain't even us. Yeah.
Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Let's go, financing mention. I should have done that. It's been a while, okay? Let's go. Clipse and Pharrell calling us broke again. Let me and Genius put you onto some financial talk. Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization is a financial valuation related to a company's free cash flow or their operating income, and is mainly used to compare the value of businesses during the mergers and acquisitions process. Basically, if the Pusha T enterprise is worth $100 million now before accounting or operating expenses, he sees the true value as 10 times more than that. $1 billion. Yeah, Lee. Straight Cis Mail also says, it may be helpful for readers to understand that E.B.I.T.D.A. is the conventional valuation metric for profitable companies, which serves as a proxy for free cash flow and ignores any changes to actual income that may result from capital structure considerations, interest-bearing debt, tax classification, etc. Yeah, so basically, you're broke, you're jobless, you're not fucking bitches in the beaches, and we're all gonna die. And this is a banger song. Next track, another acronym. F.I.C.O. G.
I remember it didn't come fast enough. We was back and forth there, cross and talk behind your back. See, that's where the nice life is a dice roll. And waiting on faith ain't for us. They tried but couldn't love you enough. Where's your water bottle? Diamonds, the light show.
My water bottle's right here.
Like this fucking 850 a bus. See, you really
the max credit score.
How much in his ass far as the flight go. And where you know that shit up in a month. Heard your man gets lay away, whispering, die slow. The last one. You don't know what I know.
What's up, Snow God? Boom, 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 boom. Griselda.
I heard the feds turned the crook to the inside out.
Go get a Glock 27 to take mine. Index yank till it's numb. I would have them take a number like DMV. That love when it come down to it.
Shout out to the Cubans.
Sniff out a crumb. Hands to the first 48. Then it's on date.
First 48.
You don't know what I know.
I do not know, Stove. I haven't, Stove.
With
Actually, you know what? We need more Clipse Griselda collabs. Actually, now that I think about it. Westside, Benny, all them boys, y'all need a collab. Hurry the fuck up. We ready. Shout out the good credit score. Nice track, Inglorious Bastards.
When we are together from having a seizure. Yeah, baby boy.
Catch me in the kitchen where the dope is. Now all the smokers call him Moses. That's the only back and forth that I'm posting. Writing this on a
Dun dun dun. Who the fuck is that horn player? Someone suck their dick, please. Or eat their pussy, I don't know.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Culturally inappropriate. No navel.
Victorious, wide body B.I.G. like notorious.
Come on, man.
This is culturally
was fine, getting rich under their noses. Today a kid work under linoleum. That thinking got me standing on his post.
Been playing in the snow like Rudolph.
Is Ab-Liver?
Inglorious, victorious.
Ab-Liver on here before? Gritty, lyrically dense track by Clipse featuring longtime collaborator Ab-Liver. Taken from the 2025 comeback. The song blends cinematic intensity with raw street storytelling. I mean, they've been raw this entire album. Echoing the group's early Re-Up Gang era, okay, while showcasing their evolved artistry. With Ab-Liver's hushed delivery and the Thornton brothers' sharp verses, the track serves as a both throwback and a mission statement. Aggressive, spiritual, and unapologetically bold. Pretty much helps describe the whole album, to be honest. My god, this beat was insane. I really like that beat. Especially that lovely horn player, or if Pharrell MIDI'd that, I don't know. But yeah, banger, banger. Next track, So Far Ahead.
They don't know what it is when I'm on it.
Hello? I mean, it's been a, you know, it makes sense we'd have some gospel shit. Okay. Okay, man. Okay, man.
Swerving through the lane, serving niggas cane.
Swerve in that corner, whoa. Swerve when I drive. Swerve when I drive. Cut from Publix.
In them cars, hanging out with stars. Now it's hard to tell they not hoes. So we all Picasso's. Me for eating Roscoe's.
Wow, what's wrong with Roscoe's?
Best believe I can whip a Christmas Eve with some words about Gestapo.
Fuck the Gestapo.
Choice. Ain't no referees up in heaven. No mistaking me.
Okay. Yeah, all refs go to hell, guys. Just letting you know.
That was me pre 9/11. Look at me, Pope. My dog, I am legend. The grass is greener on
Okay.
Spin the message like we did the coke in the Lexus. So deep,
Bum,
let
bum,
God
bum,
take the
bum,
wheel
bum,
like a
bum.
Tesla.
Fuck Teslas. Fuck Elon. Well, what's a Pusha T album without cocaine? What's a Clipse album without telling you you're broke and that we are way ahead of you? We fuck more bitches. We have more money. We have more diamonds. We got more chains. You're broke and jobless and homeless. Thank you, Clipse, for letting me know. Next track, Let God Sort 'Em Out. Slash Chandeliers. And you know, of course the 4 count. Yeah, and with Nas. Legendary Nas. Talk about it. You're a fucking bitch. 6.
It's a dark spirit tucked behind the flesh. You see wood on your closed casket, cause I'm only sick and wool. We've been doing this for eons. Now let me rip in, bow tie your surprise. Conspiracy theory, you can't believe it's us. Fitting all rush.
Okay. The fuck is up, Nas? What you got for us? Okay. Gen Z's trying to cancel Nas? This is their first collab? Damn. Well, then again, yeah, they weren't on Lloyd Willin. I don't know if I told this, but listen to Lloyd Willin. Listen to Hell Hath No Fury. Both banger albums, by the way. Check them out. And Nas wasn't on there. I haven't listened to Till the Casket Drops, so I guess Nas isn't on that either. But wow, first collaboration between them. Crazy. According to an Apple Music interview, Nas was meant to be featured on Hear Me Clearly on Pusha T's 2022 album It's Almost Dry. Damn. He also details how Nas got featured on the Chandeliers part. I was like, this piece right here is made for Nas. As a matter of fact, we're not rapping on it. We're going to share this part. He going to rap on this. Nice. Nas could be talking about how his 1994 debut album Illmatic is considered by some as the greatest hip-hop album of all time and influenced many rappers from Jay-Z to J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. Not Tyler though, as we know from Cherry Bomb. On the other hand, he could be talking about his King's Disease and Magic trilogies with producer Hit-Boy, influencing the elder statesmen of hip-hop to continue releasing new material while keeping their lyrical skills sharp. In 2021, Nas's King's Disease won a Grammy Award for Best Rap Album 30 years after his 1991 debut on Main Source's Live at the Barbecue. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Nas has had a very solid run in the 2020s. I haven't heard all of the King's Disease, I haven't heard all of the Magic series, but I have heard some of them, and my god, are they still good in modern times? Of course, I know Nas has Illmatic. I love Illmatic. But the fact that he's still going strong almost 30 years later is very commendable. A lot of people don't last that long. And a lot of people don't last that long well. I don't know what happened in between, you know, Illmatic and Ether and what led up to his 2020s run. But my god, he's definitely been able to keep himself artistically relevant through his newer drops. And, you know, good for him. Good for him. Decepticons are a type of Transformers. -10. What's wrong with my annotation? I'm confused. I think Nas is actually referring to the gang Decepticons. Oh, brother. Nas is meaning he has that Black Panther revolutionary spirit in him. He says, cancel me, addressing the general modern public, as the cancel culture ceases to acknowledge or support someone publicly as soon as they don't think like the mainstream. Oh, well, I don't, unless you're thinking about, I don't know. A lot of big media, you know, Twitter, you know, they've kind of changed their base a little bit, but I don't know who the hell's trying to cancel Nas, of all people. It's a little weird, but okay. Yeah, okay, we are breezing through this bitch. I think this is the last track. All right, before he ends it off, I need a piss, actually. Oh man, dude, I must be getting a cold or something, because I don't know how these guys can get on flights and then just automatically go to an event and do something, because my god, either they are just a different breed or they consume caffeine, because I do not consume caffeine, and either jet lag or this fever is gonna start kicking my ass very soon. But I need to get this album out because I fucking love it, and I need an upload for the week. So alright, before I start to give my thoughts, let's see how this album ends off. Track 13 out of 13, By the Grace of God.
The right time to fold you. Till you looking at the body. Smiles I'll never, and not your heart till we meet again.
When the crew breaks apart, who takes the job? God.
I've seen killers and kingpins sing, but we make the call.
Alright, Pharrell.
By the grace of God.
All the black cats realized that they was naked. Salt Bay, sprinkle it and saute it.
A Salt Bay mention in 2025?
In closing, I see I'm chosen.
Make the call. Just crumble and fall. Yeah, by the grace of God.
Okay, well, with 5 more seconds, that will be the end of Clipse's first album in over a decade. Okay, so with a song like that, it does help give the it does help relay the message again overall of the like God sort 'em out type of messaging. You know, there's a lot of it could be a lot of enemies made within this album, a lot of people who need to be talked to, or you know, whatnot. He's gonna let God sort them out one way or another, and in this track also thanking God for letting them be as blessed and lucky and successful as they are today, which, you know, makes sense considering Pusha and Malice's background. There's been a lot of points where they've been airing out beefs or grievances they've had with other big names, and you know, I guess while they do mention a lot of disses and a lot of jabs at them, I feel like it's like a I'll let them be kind of thing, because you know, everything happens for a reason. God will do God will do his thing on Judgment Day type of stuff. But I'm not entirely too sure. I'm not a big religious guy. I've not studied up on my Bible teachings, so yeah, that's why I kind of see it as the whole let God sort him out thing, and it's very face value messaging, or you know, let God sort them out in a way of, you know, letting God sort out Pusha T and Malice. Him helping guide them through their trials and tribulations and help them create a better life for themselves and their families. Because, you know, they did talk about parents in the opening track. But yeah, let's go look at the final track before we give our closing thoughts. When the crew breaks apart, who takes the charge? You face the cards, I lace the squad. Pusha T is possibly taking another shot at Drake with these lines, as the crew breaking apart could be a nod to a line that Kendrick Lamar said on one of his diss tracks made towards Drake during their battle in 2024, 616 in LA, where he states, "Are you finally ready to play Have You Ever? Let's see. Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me?" Perhaps Push is saying that this claims to have some truth behind them, and he's asking Drake where does he go from here. This is also backed up by the fact that Pusha T is known for having a feud with Drake in the past, and Kendrick is also featured on this album's second track, titled Whips and Chains. Chains and Whips, Jesus Christ. Which is also the same song where Push dissed Jim Jones, a well-known Drake supporter. Jesus Christ. When he says that Drake is facing the cards, he is saying that he is facing the hand that he was dealt with, more specifically, the ultimate fate and consequences of his battle with Kendrick. While Pusha T simply prepares his squad to jump into the on and off battle, and or is supplying them with drugs, which is a common mention throughout the album. Yeah, Pusha T and drug talk, who would have guessed? But I mean, you know, there was talk about loyalty, and so be it, you know, who really is loyal to Drake like that? I mean, Drake's character can be questioned multiple times about his loyalty and whatnot. He is the no friends in the industry guy. He's mentioned that multiple times. It's like, you know, who really is your friend? Who do you really think will stay by your side when the rough gets rough? But Drake seems to have gone back into the top of the charts with What Did I Miss? And you know, it's a fine little track. It's a little fun. I've seen Killers and Kingpins sing Behind the Wall. I watched many men die because no one would make the call. I've seen entire empires crumble and fall. Yes, I've seen it all. They missed this wall by the grace of God. And if I was religious, I'd say amen. Amen, because that was the legendary Clipse's 2025 album, Let God Sort 'Em Out. And as you can see, I really like this album because, oh my god. Well, for one, I love Pusha T, so that's a given. And my god, the energy given on here is just insane. The wordplay, the lyrics are something that I obviously haven't been able to dissect well often, but I'm pretty sure as time goes on, I will be able to find, you know, little dissection videos about what Pusha T has said. There's probably a ton of wordplay that I missed or has gone over my head because I am a very huge casual. But the wordplay here, the energy, the back and forth between Pusha and Malice, the features, Pharrell's production is pretty good on this album. All of this just makes a bunch of nice batches of tracks and a very good, welcome, guns blazing return from the legendary 2000s duo. Yeah, this is probably one of the most pure old school hip hop albums you'll hear in the modern times. And if you long for the days of that, yeah, definitely seek this one out because it definitely has that old school vibe. Not to sound like this is only strictly made for boomers and whatnot. There's still a ton here that you can take out, and it's not just, you know, I'm here to kill everyone. I'm here to send your ops drugs. I'm a drug dealer. I have more money than you. There's a lot of that talk, obviously, but obviously there's more emotional sides, you know, like the opening track and a little bit of the ending track too, where they kind of just thank the Lord for, you know, letting them be very blessed and fortunate, I guess. I don't know. It wouldn't be a Clipse Pusha T Malice project without them, you know, flexing their riches, calling you broke, calling you a bum ass motherfucker. So yeah, and the coke talk, of course. It's almost mandated at this point. All things considered, this is a really solid batch of tracks, and honestly, could be album of the year potential, but it is on the first listen, and I've been very hyped, and I've been waiting on this album for a while, so I'll let it simmer for now. It's definitely going to be up there on the good list at the end of the year. But we shall see how strongly this album plays out as the year goes on, and see what comes of it. Because I know I'll probably have a lot of these tracks on repeat. I've had So Be It on repeat for a very decent amount of time. Yeah, I guess we'll just see. This is just hip hop in its most old school, purest form. And if you've had a longing itch for those days, you know, it's been a while since 2009. Hey, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Of course, that's not to say that Clipse aren't the only guys who have made old school hip hop recently. But, you know, if you've been longing for a Clipse project, definitely go listen to it if you haven't already. I guess if I would have to do a personal critique, I guess I don't really like Pharrell when he does his like auto-tune singing. I know Pusha T's song Snitch has that, but I don't know. I just find it a little off-putting sometimes when Pharrell does that little auto-tune singing. I know he can sing, but like, I don't know. It sometimes just puts me off in a while. Here and there. That's probably one critique I can give it off rip. But overall, I am really liking this project. It is straight banger to banger to banger, great feature to great feature to very controversial talking points here and there. But you can kind of see where Pusha lies with his morals and his thoughts on other people throughout this album, and you can see Malice. While he does swear here and there, I felt like he did try to be more of a lighter side until he gets to the, you know, braggadocious side, which, you know, he lets it all flow out, and makes sense. He's not perfect. He's not perfect. He is a man of the Lord, but he's not perfect. So yeah, don't know what else to say. I just really liked it. Just straight banging raps. And we got another good album on our hands. So with that being said, thank you for watching another Clipse album, Pusha T album in the books. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the drill. Watch my other 2025 albums if you want to. Watch my non-2025 related albums if you want to. Yeah, Jack Boys 2 coming out pretty soon too. I need to listen to that. Hopefully I'm not dead tomorrow, because I can't tell if this is just because my voice got fucked over from my trip or I'm getting a cold, but we shall see. We shall see. Hopefully I get this out. Hopefully I get this video out soon, but we shall see. So yeah, I don't have a trip coming up anytime soon, so hopefully that means we can start locking in on more videos and more special videos besides the album reactions, because I know that's kind of what this channel has turned into lately. But I do want to get out some other, you know, rambles soon, but we shall see. We shall see. Anything can happen tomorrow. Glad that we are getting more 2025 album listens on this channel. Can't wait to see what else gets released throughout the year, and can't wait to see how Jack Boys 2. Can't wait to see how other 2025 albums pan out to be, because we got a pretty good year on our hands, I'd say. I will go now. I will probably go take a nap, because I'm probably jet lagged. And yeah, shout out to Clipse, shout out to Pusha, shout out to Malice, Pharrell, Tyler, Kendrick, whoever's been involved in this album. And I guess I will just end it off and say, yeah. And Griselda needs to get more on these tracks. Alright, goodbye.
I'm sick again. It's like the third or something time this year. Oh man.